Y'all, yeah, look, y'all, D Scott already. Well, no, I can't even say already selling me out. That was a while. That was a while. I'm sorry. I had y'all waiting like 15 minutes. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat for whoever's still here. I'm sorry. Uh, okay. Now we are going to be speaking about our dear colorist queen. Yes, Miss Chrissy herself, right? Um, and Miss Chrissy, shout out to her, speaking about the article that came out that Obsidian also reviewed and O'Shea Duke Jackson reviewed about black college educated women struggling to find a suitable mate in college, right? Particularly amongst non black men. Now, let's set the scene. Miss Chrissy, she does the sandwich. What does Mr. Z mean? She speaks about the Latina that won Miss HBCU or won Miss Homecoming, whatever she won recently, right? She speaks about that. So that's where the rage porn content comes in. Then she touches on this subject, and then she ends it out with more rage porn content, speaking about Tyree Nichols and his supposed colorist comments and et cetera, et cetera. Now, and that's once again closing out with more rage porn content. Now, I didn't. Now, to be honest, I did not focus on that part. I'm going to go back and listen to that to see what she says about that because she most likely spoke real crazy. Because they don't now they're full on dancing on black men's graves. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chrissy made sure to squat down and try to urinate on Tyree's grave also. So why does this matter? Okay, so we're going to cover why this matters. Um, Chrissy is supremely disingenuous. Now, I'm going to play one clip for you guys initially, and we're going to see why Mr. Z is saying that Chrissy is supremely disingenuous, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear this when I play it. Let's get ready, and y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Let me make sure everything is good to go with this thing. Okay, here we go. The title of this article is Why Aren't College Educated Black Women Meeting Their Match? And look, y'all, I'm not going to read this entire article because I swear to God, we have seen this same article repackaged a million times. Have we not? I feel like this is like the same article. It just keeps coming out every, I don't know, year or so. It's the same article. Black educated women don't have enough partners to choose from. There aren't enough black educated men for black educated women. When are y'all gonna just open your options? So you have to deal with this. Like this is the same article that keeps coming out over and over again. It's the same stuff. In a nutshell, it's saying that educated black women collectively are not finding their equal educated male counterparts following college. And it mentions a TikTok, okay, that went viral of white women in college who are showing off their engagement rings. Well, technically, they were showing off their engagement rings at their graduations. Y'all said people are so thirsty. Now, how many of y'all really think Chrissy didn't read that article? We all know she read that article. She didn't want to read the article for her subscribers because she's been being a snake oil saleswoman for some years now with this swirler and divester talk. How many of y'all think Chrissy read that article? This is why I say she's a disingenuous liar. Chrissy read that article, and she's going to say a couple of things later on that's going to prove to you that she read the article. This is Chrissy trying to play damage control. You've been selling this divester stuff and this swirler stuff for some years now. And your subscribers and other random black women that might not even know you been trying to get down with the white man in his program, and they getting their heads taken off. They're in these colleges, Chrissy. They listen to you. They listen to Paris. They listen to Real Talk with Yanni. They listen to Alexis Exodus. They listen to Mahogany Pink. They listen to Divested Zealot. They listen to hashtag Black Women. They listen to Crystalline Cares, and they listen to all of you. They're trying to be down with the white man, and it's failing. Now, notice what you didn't say. You didn't speak about the fact that these women were specifically talking about non-black men. They weren't speaking about black men, Miss Chrissy. They were speaking about specifically non-black men. You didn't mention the part about them pretty much going to these different gatherings and stuff like that and getting outcompeted with, or outcompeted with, yes, by these non-black women, specifically white Latina women, Asian women, and just WASP white women. You could throw in some white Jewish women in there for good measure. The article clearly says the culture is not conducive for black women. It's not good for black women. That frat bro culture is not good for black women. You ignored that part, Chrissy. You ignored that part of the article. I read the article too, and so did you, Chrissy. You didn't want to read the article for your subscribers. You're a liar. You're being disingenuous because you've been selling them on this swirler, divester, silver bullet out the black community, out of Blackistan talk for some years now. Those women are listening to y'all. They're subscribed to y'all, and they're getting their heads taken off across the country. The white guys are putting them in the bedroom fun category no matter what. And you know that, Chrissy. You know how you know that, Chrissy? Because you're not married to a non-black man yet. Oh, God, Mr. Z. Right? You ladies I told y'all, Chrissy, Paris, Yanni, and the rest of them are going to run out the back door with the money. Cynthia G and them are going to run out the back door with the money. They're going to keep on selling y'all on this weirdo swirler dive, everything but get down with the black man's program. They're going to keep on selling you ladies on that. They're going to keep selling y'all on that. And every once in a while, when an article like this come out, right? Every once in a while, when an article like this comes out, they play damage control. Chrissy just played damage control just now. She read that article. And Detroit says, no, she didn't. The article says there's no black women go against her. No, we're not speaking about the article speaking about the Latina that won whatever she won. We're speaking about the article that's speaking about black women at these HBCUs not being able to find a partner, right? Specifically non-black men. Mr. Z read that article, Obsidian read that article, O'Shea Duke Jackson read that article, and Chrissy mentions the fact that she heard about it from the Black Minister. So that means she's snooping in. And she played damage control with her subscribers. You didn't read that article to them. You didn't even read the highlights. You coward. You snake oil saleswoman. You didn't read that article or the highlights because you didn't want to disparage the women. You didn't want to tell the women the truth. You didn't want to tell your subscribers the truth. I've been selling y'all on a BS lie for years. The majority of white men are not interested. They're racist. They're not interested. They're going to put you in the bedroom fun category. I told y'all, these women, ladies, these women are going to walk y'all off the edge of the cliff, and they're not going to fall off with you. And right before you fall off, they're going to grab your pocketbook. They're going to grab your wallet. They're going to grab your purse right before you fall off and take all the money out of it. Right? Chrissy is a disingenuous liar, selling her subscribers on BS silver bullet. You don't have to get down with the black man's program. There's other ways out. There's no other way out. And this society is going to show you, black women, that you're black women and you're black first. Chrissy goes on to say something like she disparages SJWs on some weirdo conservative stuff, right? And y'all putting your lives on the line. She does the same thing Paris Milan does and Real Talk with Yanni does, disparaging sisters that might have some type of social justice spirit about them and defend black men and all that other stuff. She disparages that. And also, she uses the conversation about the Latina winning whatever she won to make a larger point that black women need not to be going to HBCUs anyway, because most of these black men are colorists anyway. Okay. And what happens when these black women go to PWIs? Oops. Well, the potential's greater, so Chrissy says. The potential for what? Heartbreak? Being ignored? Being the bust down for some white dude so he could scratch you off a bucket list? Yeah, you're right. The potential's greater. You're full of it. So let's get to the next clip. And and remember, Chrissy read that article. She read the article. She read it. She didn't even want to read the highlights for her subscribers, but she read it privately. You know she read it privately. So she didn't read the article for her subscribers. She didn't even read the highlights. And she ignored or played down the fact that they're primarily talking about non-black men who are not checking for black women on these college campuses. And the black women that are in those spaces with those white men are just becoming the bedroom fun for those non-black men. You coward. Y'all keep on listening to Chrissy. I told y'all what them white guys have for y'all. Hard D and bubble gum. And they all out of bubble gum. And Detroit says she excuse me, she didn't mention that a lot of black women voted her anyways instead of black men. Oh, question mark. I don't think so. I don't think so. I didn't focus on the part where she was speaking about, and let me leave that up for a little bit. I didn't focus on the part where she was speaking about the Latina or that she was speaking about Tyree Nichols. I'm gonna go back to that. I focused on, because remember she did a sandwich. So she hit her subscribers with the rage porn content in the beginning, speaking about the Latina. Then she spoke, didn't she as the meat and tomatoes and lettuce in the middle, and the mayo or mustard or however you put your sandwiches or subs together. She spoke about this article, and then she finished it off with some urinating on Tyree Nichols' grave, right? But the meat and potatoes of it all was that part about the damage control that she's trying to do to protect black women's sensibilities from an article that's telling them the truth about what's going on in these college campuses, right? Coward Chrissy. So let's focus on this next clip right here. Coward. And here we go.
Y'all said people are so dusty during college. I could never. And the thing about it is, I mean, I guess, I don't know, I didn't look it up, but what is the average education major salary? I know there are some careers in education that pay well, but I mean, even if you go to this TikTok and you look in the comment section, there was one comment under there from a woman, and she was like, well, yeah, we gotta get married. We gotta, secure the ring, because the salary, they don't pay anything. Most of them are going to school to be teachers. So they have to find men to make, decent money they can start a family with for the income, right? So, and this is not me saying, look, if y'all are getting a degree in education because it's your passion, more power to you, okay? But I am just saying, like, black women, I don't feel like, okay, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound fucked up, or too classes, but y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. Like, I mean, did any of those rocks look like a rock that you even want? Did any of the rings look appealing to you? Anyway. Now look, I am not negating anything this article says.
Okay. So in Detroit says again, look at O'Shea comment section. That what they've been saying. Okay, I'll check it out. Right. And Gold Professor's in here. Pause for the cause. Like y'all have heard me say before, every time Gold Professor's in here, I will remind y'all, Gold Professor was the first person to suggest that Mr. Z start his channel. Shout out to Gold Professor. Thank you for the suggestion. And I'm happy that I followed your advice. And y'all make sure to send all y'all hate mail to Gold Professor. Right? And so, Chrissy over here making fun of the ring sizes. You know what the white women got? They still got a ring. So she making fun of the rock on the ring, right? The diamonds on the ring. So what? Okay, let's say these white women end up with extra regular white dudes earning some 50 grand a year. They still got an extra 50 grand a year to play with in their life. Let's say he only earned the most he's ever going to earn in his life is $55,000 a year. And you know what those white women got that your subscribers don't got? A man. Oh, sorry, a fiance or a husband. Sorry. Meanwhile, you give your subscribers nothing but rage porn content to listen to and to assuage their loneliness and their sadness. You try to play down the ring that these men are giving these women. It's still a ring, Chrissy. It's still marriage, Chrissy. It's still some modicum of stability, Chrissy. You know what your subscribers, most of them probably don't got? Stability. Stability. A man, white, black, Latino, Asian, or otherwise. You are the worst. You are a bad actor. You're disingenuous. You're a liar, and you're a coward. All this for your little YouTube money. You gotta watch these women be single and miserable. No, just because you're single, you're not miserable. You're gonna watch them be single and miserable. And you don't got no answers for them, but swirl, divest. Those ladies already trying that, Chrissy, and you know it. That's the whole point of the article. You didn't focus on the main point of the article, you coward liar. The main part of the article is that they are trying to swirl and divest. They thought their college degree was going to merit them into whiteness. They thought the white guys were going to be accepting. That's the whole point. Right? And Indigo Flow says, Gold Professor tax, Black women social worker tax. Right? And thank you, Indigo Flow. Right? And Shel Bentley says, as his PR rep, Gold Professor, you got to get Z to hire a production assistant. For real. For real. Right? But this is ridiculous. So even when the loss punches them in the face, this is a L, Chrissy. That's why you play in damage control. This is a big major L. From my understanding, the author of that article was a black woman also, right? It was a woman, right? It was a black woman, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been a white woman, but I'm almost certain it was a black woman. Then y'all got Jennifer Lundquist, a white woman sociologist, speaking about this. We already know about Dr. Jennifer Lundquist. I've been speaking about her for about a year now. Train tracks, train tracks, train tracks. We already know. Miss Lundquist already knows. She know what y'all issue really is. That's a white woman. She know. She the one that said it's all about white men on these dating apps. All women of color chasing after the white dude. Chrissy telling y'all to open up y'all options. The white woman saying pretty much y'all can open it up as much as y'all want. The white guys ain't checking. So y'all gonna believe Chrissy, some faceless woman on social media, or the PhD sociologist? Oh, I forgot. Y'all still gonna choose Chrissy because she diddled y'all little egos and she give y'all rage porn content to listen to. She tell y'all, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't focus here. Nothing to see here. Right? It's not that serious. This lady made fun of these women's wedding ring rocks, and that's why they winning, Chrissy. You want to know why the white women are winning? The Latinas are winning because they don't have no insane um upper middle class notions. The white women that do don't got no man neither. Oops. These women are risking it. That's a risk. They're not waiting until the dude is 35, 40 in an Uber baller or some upper middle class. They're taking the risk now at 23 and 24 years old, 22, 23, 24 years old. They're risking it now. They're risking it now. No, they're not doing the whole no struggle love thing. That's how your subscribers end up your subscribers, Chrissy. Black women, you're gonna have to take a risk. You either gonna risk talking to the white dude again, shot down, or talking to him approving, y'all having sex, and then he ghosts you. You're gonna have to take a risk on starting to approach black men. You're gonna have to take a risk on starting to approach Latino men. You're gonna have to take a risk, ladies. All this risk averse crap, nope. Fine, black men are not on your level. You're gonna have to take a risk. We know y'all throwing it at the white dudes. They're ignoring it. You pretending like they're not ignoring it. And that's what the article was speaking to. Coward Chrissy knows that. Look at her trying to play damage control. She read that article. She know. Coward Chrissy read that article. She knows. The article wasn't focusing on black men. We already, like she said, we already got a million articles talking about how great black women are doing and how lackluster or poor black men are doing. Fine. This article was mainly speaking about black women and non-black men on these college campuses. That was the whole thing about black women not really being enculturated to be part of this frat bro culture and stuff. It didn't say frat bro in the article, but we knew what they were saying. And Coward Chrissy, trying her hardest to protect the emotions of her subscribers, didn't focus on it. She didn't even mention it. Coward. Right? What a what a disingenuous lying coward. And shout out to all of you who still subscribe to her and listen to her. Y'all don't see her playing damage control right with this? Y'all don't see Chrissy playing damage control? Started with Crystal and Kerosene and them. They sent y'all out here to go chase after the white dude. And this is the result. On college campuses. This is the best opportunity to meet that future mythical, magical white man. Crystal and Kerosene sent y'all on a fool's errand. Chrissy, Paris Milan, Yanni sent y'all on a fool's errand. Mahogany Pink, Lexus Exodus, Divested Zealot, Crystal Sword, name them. They all sent y'all on a fool's errand. And now, an article written by a woman, from what we understand, not associated with them, is telling y'all, yeah, maybe not. Right? And Go Professor says, can the word coward be associated with females, though? If they don't protect nothing and are being destructive, are they really cowardly? Go P. You know what? That's a good question. That's a good question, but I still got to call her a coward, Gold Professor. If I can't call her a coward, then we'll just call her disingenuous and a liar. But I still got to call her a coward. First of all, coward Chrissy sounds nice. Secondly, she read the article. We both know she read that article, and her coward ass couldn't come to terms with the fact that black women are trying to do what she says, and they're getting their heads taken off by white and Latina and Asian women on these college campuses because we live in an anti-black society, like Mr. Z's been screaming off the rooftop. Y'all could open up as much as y'all want. Y'all could be as feminine as y'all want. Before you get to anything about your weight, your femininity, your demeanor, or any of that, you got to overcome the obstacle and the hurdle of the anti-black sentiments that the white guys hold. This is not about black men standing in your way or black men spreading negative PR about you, black men being colorist or any of that. That's why she started off her video speaking about the Latina, speaking about colorism, to loosen up her subscribers so that when she speaks about this, they're so focused, they're really still focused about the first part. So yeah, no, yeah, Golpi, yeah, we're gonna keep on calling her a coward. And yes, we understand she's a woman, and yeah. No, Chrissy is a coward. She read that article and she couldn't come to terms with saying it to her subscribers. This reminds me of a live that I was listening into where a black woman was like, all we need is one. We don't need all translation. Stop telling us the statistics. All we need is one non-black man. Stop telling us that only 1% of Latino men marry black women. Only 1% of white men marry black women. Only a quarter percent of Asian men marry black women. Stop telling us that. We only need one. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to call her a coward because that's what she is. Right? Kaneda, what's going on? Thank you for the super sticker, Kaneda. Right? And so let me play this last clip for you guys. Give me a second, everyone. But yeah, she's a coward. She's a liar. She's disingenuous, and she's doing it for YouTube clicks and whatever YouTube money she's making. You got the article came out, and now they're not. And you're gonna see more of these type of articles. Mark my words. Now they're not gonna focus only on black men. They're gonna tell you the truth. They're gonna tell you the truth. Hey, black women in these corporate environments, black women in these academic settings are looking for non-black men, and the non-black men are racist. You thought black men were colorists, black American men were colorists. You ain't seen nothing yet, right? And Charles Bentley says, a disseminator of irascible opinions and unverified information. I would agree with that. I would agree with that, right? Because for you to read through that article and you still try to play damage control, you're the worst, lady. The absolute worst. And if FB is listening in anywhere around the world, from Atlanta, anywhere around the world, this is why I focus on FD. You see this? Right? Oh yeah, she said she got it from the Black Manosphere, and better you said they're watchers, they're ninja watchers. I'm convinced now, bro. No, she said I wouldn't be surprised. Like I told FD, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these people listen in on me or random other. My channel's small, so maybe not me. Maybe more like Obsidian or O'Shea or whatever, MTR and whatnot. Lead attorney Dennis Sperling, BGS, right? Obsidian, yeah, those brothers, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they listen into them because she actually said it. She got it from the Black Manosphere. If you got it from the let's say Chrissy didn't read the article. Let's say she didn't. Let's say she heard it from O'Shea. O'Shea covered the facts. Let's say she heard it from Obsidian. Obsidian covered the facts. So even if Chrissy didn't read the article, which we both, all of us know she did, but let's say she didn't, she still purposely skipped over the part of these black women focusing, or this article focusing on black women with non-black men. These are not black women specifically limiting themselves to black men. The article mentions how black women are outpacing black men, but that's not what it was really focused on. You're a coward, lady. You're a liar. You're disingenuous. So let's see what Chrissy had to say. Man, listen to me. When y'all hear the particular word, she's wherever Obsidian is, wake up, Mr. Obsidian. Wait until you hear the word. Rest in peace, Kevin. Y'all gonna hear Chrissy say something. Y'all gonna hear Chrissy say something y'all not gonna believe. Let me play this for y'all. Hey, it's real out here. You know it's real out here, but let me play this for y'all.
Now, look, I am not negating anything this article says. Like, look, it's hard out here. There are obstacles. There are obstacles to dating, especially when you're in college. You're going to face the racism, the colorism. You're going to deal with the microaggressions and, the whole anti-black woman stereotypes and all the biases against black women. You're going to deal with that. That is very real. And it's not a fair playing field. And it is a very hostile environment for black women to date in and network in. I acknowledge that. But I think it's that and the fact that many of us just aren't using all the resources that we have available to us. And we're not expanding our options beyond the black community and black men. And another thing I think that is worth mentioning, and I'm about to ruffle some feathers when I say this, but I touched on this a little bit with the Latina Miss HBCU. Black women just aren't as competitive as we should be. We're not.
She said it.
We're way too inclusive. We're too accepting of other people. Non-black women, the entire world, in fact, is competing with black women. And we're just sitting there twiddling our thumbs somewhere talking about how competition is wrong and it's evil and kumbaya and we all bleed red and oh my God, what did that statement say? We're not trying to be like our oppressors. Yeah, all that shit. Meanwhile, everybody's still oppressing you. And you're trying to take this moral high ground. It's not working, ladies. We're shunning the idea of embracing traditional femininity. Meanwhile, other races of women, what are they doing? They're using it to their advantage. Not only to get men, but to undermine black women promotionally.
Competition. Rest in peace, Kevin. It's sad you couldn't be here to finally hear them start saying it. Now, before I read your comment, Gopi, let's address something. Chrissy, no, it's not about competing for non-black men. Let me hurt some feelings. Black women, screw your pride here. You're entering the era where you're gonna have to compete for the attention of black men. Oh yeah, that's the era you live in. No, you think what you're gonna outcompete the white woman for the white man? No, you're gonna have to defend and compete. Oh, wait a minute, and protect your position, actually gain position because your position actually right now sucks for black men. Oh, them working class white women that you looking down on, those working class Latinas, they're coming for black men. The black men you overlook, the black men you think are nerdy, or you think you're better than those blue collar black men that you think you're better than, and then finally you got to be with them in your late 30s or early 40s. You use them as the default plan. No, the Latinas are going to snatch them off the table before you can even fall back to that. Oops. Those white women, those Latinas said, yeah, we're going to take them off the table before you can even fall back to that. So while Chrissy is over here making fun of the ring size of these white women, their engagement ring in their engagement ring and their wedding ring sizes, working class white women and working class Latinas said, yeah, if a black man could provide me with a ring that size, I'll take it. So Yeah, no, Chrissy, it's not just competing for non-black men. First of all, that's what your subscribers or that's what those black women on these university campuses are already trying to do. That's the point of the article. No, you're going to have to compete for black men too. And some of you, your pride won't let you. Well, have fun in same-sex relationships then. Oh no, Chrissy, screw your pride. Chrissy, either you're going to tell your subscribers the truth or you are who we think you are. Just another snake oil saleswoman, another opportunist, like Gold Professor says. And let me read Gold Professor's comment. Gold Professor says, I would say that she is more so an agent of chaos, opportunist. And why do you refer to these ill-behaved broads as ladies? Venom is not Spider-Man. You're right, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason. I'm trying to keep my religion. I'm not. I'm. If they, I rather them because they're already gonna have a problem with my tone, right? But I rather them have a problem with the ideas than the words. But then they're gonna say, oh, your tone and the way you're speaking and you're being condescending, right? So there's a reason why I say ladies instead of some other more choice words, right? Yeah, it's real out here. So y'all heard right. You heard the colorist queen herself say the word competition. Yeah, y'all heard right. The colorist queen herself used the word competition. She said compete. What competition? Compete, right? So Chrissy's out here trying to play damage control. No, Chrissy, it's too late, right? No, Chrissy, it's too late. So you go ahead and continue to do what you've been doing. Keep on getting those rage porn clicks and the views and then the money, right? Live your best life and watch your subscribers suffer alone or being passed around from non-black dude to non-black dude. Black men are black women's best chance and best hope. Period. That's not Mr. Z begging. That's Mr. Z telling. There is no other escape hatch out of the suffering, out of the no, out of the anti-blackness. There is no other escape hatch. Y'all gonna keep on trying though. Good luck on that. And Kaneda, you see me? Kaneda said, I must say, the desperation is partially comical. LOL. Bro, they screaming now, right? Kristen Carson over here using Chat GPT to find out what the interracial marriage rate is for black women. It said 24, and then she ran with it, and then the rest of her subscribers were getting a bunch of different other answers. This article came out. Now you see Chrissy trying to play damage control, right? Real talk with Yanni trying to play damage control on different things. They all Paris Milan. Y'all been selling black men ain't ish. These non-black men build. They're better. Such and such, etc., for some years now. And your subscribers, even the silent ones, are going out here and finding out the difficult way, the hard way, pun intended, the hard white penis way. No. Okay, let's go with this. If y'all think black men are players, what the hell y'all think white men are about? Yes, even the liberal ones. Huh? And for you conservatives, yes, even the conservative ones, right? Y'all forgot Paul Ryan had a black girlfriend back in the day, got a white wife now. That's for the former Speaker of the House, y'all. And on the liberal side, how many black women Bill Maher been through? Goddamn, Mr. Z. Huh? Black men are your best choice, black women. Quite frankly, it's almost your only choice. But y'all could go ahead and try to outcompete the white girls for white men. Y'all already trying. It ain't looking good. As I said the other video, you can't merit your way into their heart, their sensibility. You can't force your presence on them. You can't re-terraform their environment to up your stock. It don't work that way. And Chrissy trying to play damage control proves that. Bro, you see what I'm saying? Trell Bentley said even the goofy basement dwellers. Trell, me and BGS both, because we both heard the same stream of one of these not doomers, one of these INCLS guys who had a brother on there, and the brother was telling the INCL white guys, look, if y'all want target practice, there's black women. Black women will listen. You hear them talk crazy to us, they're not going to talk crazy to you. They want you. They insult us by talking about you, white man. And all through that dude's comment section where white men, these are INCLS, they not having no sex. And they were ripping black women to shreds. You think we talk about weight? They were all type of land wells. I was offended. I was offended. And black women think they gotta turn those type of men into husbands? These dudes don't even have no sexual prospect. And they still like, nah, I'm straight. Nope, I'm good. This is ridiculous. So let me play these clips again for y'all before I end it out because I have something to do in a little bit, in about 25 minutes or so. Right. So let's play these clips again. But yeah, no, what Chrissy is engaging in is very dangerous. It's very dangerous because these men are showing you what it is. These women continue to talk like our aunts, our girl cousins, maybe even some of our female siblings haven't tried this already. This swirler divester talk, the names or the words are new. The concept is old, right? And Eric Deadman, what's going on, Eric? Eric Deadman says these white men been running through these black women like gas station sushi since I was in college in the mid '90s, bro. And down here in South Florida, it's the white guys and the Latino guys running through them. And black women got the nerve to look black men in the face. And once again, obviously, we're not talking about all black women here. There's a reason why I'm giving this disclaimer because it actually fits in this conversation. For those of you like, Mr. Z, why are you saying to all black women? The reason why I'm giving this disclaimer is because we already know most black women don't go to college. And then, you know, we already know even the black women that do go to college, we got to count the ones that's at HBCUs and then such and so forth and so forth. So we're speaking about not a very small, but a very loud minority of black women who are at these PWIs and pretty much getting set out by the white guys. And that's if the white guy is even interested in doing that. But like you said, bro, since the mid 90s, black women speak, these particular type of black women speak as though their ancestors haven't been trying this for decades. Black women been going to the same schools as white dudes since the 60s. Definitely by the 70s. They've been going to the same colleges and universities since at least the 60s. Right? Keep on talking to black men like we don't know. We know, and keep on talking to the white men like they don't know. No, they're gonna play like they believe you. Shout out to Destiny. They're gonna let you. These white guys are gonna ego stroke you. They're gonna placate you, right? They're gonna pander to you. They're gonna try to embarrass black men in front of you, and they're gonna get their nut and leave, right? Chrissy over here trying to play damage control. Pathetic. So let me play these clips again for you guys. Let me play the first one. Here we go. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, that's because Mr. Z pressed the right button. Here we go.
The title of this article is Why Aren't College Educated Black Women Meeting Their Match? And look, y'all, I'm not going to read this entire article because I swear to God, we have seen this same article repackaged a million times. Have we not? I feel like this is like the same article. It just keeps coming out every, I don't know, year or so. It's the same article. Black educated women don't have enough partners to choose from. There aren't enough black educated men for black educated women. When are y'all going to just open your options? So you have to deal with this. Like, this is the same article that keeps coming out over and over again. It's the same stuff. In a nutshell, it's saying that educated black women collectively are not finding their equal educated male counterparts while in college. And it mentions a TikTok, okay, that went viral of white women in college who are showing off their engagement rings. Well, technically, they were showing off their engagement rings at their graduations. Y'all said people are so sensitive.
And the reason why that matters, the reason why I'm even covering this morning is because of the damage control. Y'all took a major L with this article, Chrissy. This article isn't focused on black men as much as it's focused on black women who are already open to dating outside of their race. That's the whole point of the article, is that these different environments, these black women aren't used to. In other words, some of these black girls, let's be fair to them, might actually not want to get set out by white dudes, and that's all white dudes want to do with them. The article spoke about these white guys pretty much being open to sex with black women, saying they're not trying to be serious, and then these black women are walking through campus and see that same white guy in a relationship with a non-black woman. That's the part of the article you didn't want to talk about, Chrissy. Coward. The reason why Mr. Z is covering this is I know that the other brothers in this space, they don't want to occupy this lane. I'll occupy this lane. I'm okay. Yeah, Mr. Z is SBE. Yes, Mr. Z is. And let me be the one person in Black Manosphere that is hitting them upside the head with the shame. Because it is shameful for you to spend years sending your subscribers out here to go beat a bust down for white dudes, and that's for the ones that's even interested in that. For you to for you to continue to try to play down racism and anti-blackness for your jihad against black men because you feel a certain way about your skin tone. Let me play the next clip. You're the worst, lady. You're the worst. Oh, before I do that, let's read Kanada's comment. And Kaneda says, if the black woman has political use to the white man, or she uses her success to pay for the white man's lifestyle, he may actually marry her. I mean, don't we see that with Lonnie Love right now? God damn, Mr. Z. Oops. Right? Let me play the next clip. Oh, and Aisha Taylor. Oh, God damn, Mr. Z. Well, here we go.
Y'all said people are so dusty during college. I could never. And the thing about it is, I mean, I guess I don't know. I didn't look it up, but what is the average education major salary? I know there are some careers in education that pay well, but I mean, even if you go to this TikTok and you look in the comment section, there was one comment under there from a woman, and she was like, "Well, yeah, we gotta get married. We gotta, secure the ring because the salary they don't pay anything. Most of them are going to school to be teachers, so they have to find men to make decent money they can start a family with for the income, right?" So, and this is not me saying, look, if y'all are getting a degree in education because it's your passion, more power to you, okay? But I am just saying, like, black women, I don't feel like, okay, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound fucked up, or too classes, but y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. Like, I mean, did any of those rocks look like a rock that you even want? Did any of the rings look appealing to you? Because anyway. Now,
So, while your subscribers who are subscribed to you, who are your age or younger, are single like a loose leaf paper, looking for any man, particularly the white man and Latino and any non-black man, you're making fun of the ring size or the size of the rock for these people, right? You're making the fun of the ring size, the diamond size, but they're engaged and married though. They're engaged and married though. Like I said earlier, so what if those white women end up with guys that are never going to make more than 60 grand a year, $55,000 a year, and first of all, still got a man, some type of stability, some type of extra money coming in the house by the tens of thousands. And what of your subscribers, Chrissy, the ones that are listening to you, while you pick their pocket before they fall off the edge of the cliff into a pool of antidepressant pills? While you take the money out their wallet before they fall into a pool of antidepressant pills? What about your subscribers, Chrissy? You're the worst, right? And let me play this last clip for you guys, and then I gotta get out of here. All right, let's play this last clip.
now look, I am not negating anything this article says. Like, look, it's hard out here. There are obstacles. There are obstacles to dating, especially when you're in college. You're going to face the racism, the colorism. You're going to deal with the microaggressions and, all the anti-black woman stereotypes and all the biases against black women. You're going to deal with that. That is very real. And it's not a fair playing field. And it is a very hostile environment for black women to date in and network in. I acknowledge that. But I think it's that and the fact that many of us just aren't using all the resources that we have available to us. And we're not expanding our options beyond the black community and black men. And another thing I think that is worth mentioning, and I'm about to ruffle some feathers when I say this, but I touched on this a little bit with the Latina Miss HBCU. Black women just aren't as competitive as we should be. We're not. We're way too inclusive. We're too accepting of other people. Non-black women, the entire world, in fact, is competing with black women. And we're just sitting there twiddling our thumbs somewhere talking about how competition is wrong and it's evil and kumbaya and we all bleed red and oh my God, don't what did that statement say? We're not trying to be like our oppressors. Yeah, all that shit. Meanwhile, everybody's still oppressing you.
Competition, Rest in peace, Kevin. Shout out to Obsidian. They said the word. Now she's mainly talking about competing for non-black men. Have fun with that. But now they're finally saying, yeah, competition, compete, compete, right? So Kaneda says, and thank you for the super chat, Kaneda. Kaneda says, after Harry renounced his title and got off from his royal funds, the black gynocracy in America has been subsidizing Meghan and Harry by extension to keep the illusion alive. Well, that's what they do, right? Gotta save face. Gotta save face. Isn't that what Chrissy's engaging in right here? Gotta save face. Gotta do damage control, right? And on that note, I had to come to y'all with this today. It's not going to be a very long live, all right? But yeah, look at this. So she heard about the article from one of us, and now she's trying to save face. And Karine says, "Not true, Mr. Z. She's saying competition for all men." I don't know, Karine. I don't know if you listened to the whole segment, but I think it starts at the 25-minute mark, 25-30 second mark. Um, and yeah, just listen to Chrissy speak and see if she really talking about competing for all men, right? And thank you for the super sticker, Mike Ross. Right? Oh, Karine, you gotta listen to this then, because if you think Chrissy is just problematic, I would, like I said, the link is in my description. Start it from 25-30 because that's when she starts speaking about this, and you'll see why, right? Right? And I'm sorry, Karine, I almost sacrilege. Karine says, while Chrissy is problematic, she says the same things you all say in Kevin Samuels. I don't know, Karine. Right? Maybe sometimes. And Big Kev says, what time you gonna have a panel? Let's aim for it's gonna have to be this afternoon. I'm aiming for maybe seven-ish, something like that. Something along those lines. Yeah, about seven-ish. Yeah. Let's go. Let's aim for that. Big Kev remembered. I was gonna do it anyway today, but like I didn't forget. I didn't forget. Mhm. Right. Right. So Karine, you already know, sis. You always have Mr. Z's channel is opened up door policy for the ladies. So when I open up the panel later on tonight, we could talk. Right. But on that note, Mr. Z has to go. But like I said, I had to bring this to y'all today. And Kareem, definitely, if you're gonna come up on the panel, definitely listen to what she said and tell us what you think she meant or however, whatever. And you're definitely welcome to come on the panel later on tonight. Um, but yeah, but right here, this was damage control for an article that pretty much said black women ain't doing that well in universities and colleges when it comes to non-black men relationships, right? And speaking about racism, which I acknowledge exists, and so did O'Shea. Obsidian kind of, you know, he doesn't disagree with us, but for him, it's not really about anti-blackness. For O'Shea, it might be somewhere in the middle. For Mr. Z, it starts off with anti-blackness, and then we could speak about demeanor and weight and attitude and all of that other stuff, right? So I will truly pause right there. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other non-black manosphere content, and well, Black Manosphere content and then non-Black Manosphere content, so y'all don't sound like some of Chrissy's subscribers because she's feeding them BS. She's purposely not. She read that article. You know she read the article privately, but she didn't read it publicly, right? She didn't read it on her channel. She didn't even read segments of it on her channel. That's how scared she was. Might bite into some of her money and some of that BS she's been selling on her channel for the past few years, right? And I'll truly pause right here. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day, right? And Mr. Z out. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day.